RedNationBlogga back with another video. Team USA defeats Germany. It's been a while since I've been able to talk about Olympic play. Their games are at crazy times due to them being in London. So I'm never really able to watch them play because I'm at work or I'm doing something, I'm moving around. But today I was like, I'm going to watch, I'm going to stay home, I'm going to lock in. Noah Lyles said that you can't be the best team in the world if you don't play the world. Based on the 2023 FIBA play, Germany is the best team in the world. And Dennis Schroeder is the best player in the world. We know that's bullshit. But that's what Noah Lyles said. Dennis Schroeder today, USA, they played the best team in the world that featured the best player. USA did. USA won. I'm not going to say it was easy. I'm not going to say that everything was all rainbows and ponies because it wasn't. USA had to get grimy just like they did with South Sudan. But USA prevailed in this game. And that guy number 6 that's 39 years old, he keeps adding to the resume. He keeps adding to the resume. A lot of people don't like him. You don't got to be a fan of his. It's okay. He's still doing what he's doing. I saw a tweet that said LeBron is going to be averaging 18, 6, and 6 when his grandson is drafted. And I'm inclined to maybe say that that's not entirely blasphemous. USA beats Germany in the exhibition game. And one of the things, I do want to talk about some things that I've noticed with Team USA. One of the things about USA is we have so much talent on this side of the Atlantic Ocean that it's tough to find the right players to play through, which at times bogs down the offense because so many guys on this roster, pretty much every guy, can create their own shot and create their own shot on their own respective NBA team. But when you look at Germany, Germany plays through Wagner, Schroeder. Serbia plays through Jokic. Greece plays through Giannis. Turkey's not in the Olympics, but they play through Sengun. Slovenia plays through Luka. These teams all play through one guy or at the most 2 guys. They know who they go to in the go-to moments. Everybody else plays off of that. So when it comes to playing team ball, which basketball is a team sport, it's easier for them to get to what they need to do offensively because everybody knows the pecking order. With USA, that's always been a problem for us. If you say, I'm going to run the offense through LeBron, Edwards and Booker and whoever else I can name on a team are not used to playing a role. Derek White and Drew Holiday are the only 2 players on this roster that get minutes that are literally role players on their respective teams. And they're high-value role players. They are champions, but they're role players. They're the only guys that know how to play a role. They know how to get out of the way. Steph doesn't know how to get out of the way. Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, Joel Embiid. And that's why we struggle so much over here when it's time to play, because when it's time to get into your stuff, when it's time to point out the go-to guy, everybody's a go-to guy. So then who do you go to? And that's always been USA's problem when they play a team like Germany. Germany does not question their system. They don't question their stuff. Aside from Germany having years and years and years and years of playing with each other, and every offseason, the guys that play in the NBA go home, play in Germany, play in the hoops, and they have that camaraderie and just that camaraderie and that chemistry that they have that is what gives them the advantage over USA, where every single season is different. When we play FIBA, it's not the Olympics. Sometimes America doesn't send their best players. That's when we send the 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old guys there. Meanwhile, Germany is sending their best players there. Turkey, Greece, all of these guys are sending their best players no matter if it's FIBA or the Olympics. They automatically have an edge up on USA. It's automatic. So they automatically have an advantage with everything aside from the talent. Even if there is a talent discrepancy, you still are able to see that it makes up for with chemistry. We see the same thing in the NBA. How many times have we had conversations saying that the big three in the NBA is no longer the mode, with James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, with in Brooklyn, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, in Phoenix, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. We have said for the longest that the big three mode is no longer the mode. You need a team that is complete. You need role players. You need bigs. You need depth. You need all of these things. You may not be the most talented team across the board. However, you have the most continuity. So when you play a team that has Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, they get swept because they're playing a team that's complete, where everybody knows their roles. That's why Dallas was able to do what they did. That's why Boston was able to do what they did. There's a pecking order. Nobody is complaining, scratching, and clawing to make their own shot. And I'm not saying that that's what Team USA is doing, because it's not. But Tatum is not used to playing in a role where he's the corner guy, where he's sitting in a corner. Tatum is used to posting up, shimmying, everything running through him. That is what Tatum is used to, and he struggled. Embiid, same thing. He struggled. Anthony Davis, he's a guy that uses his athleticism, that uses his height, that uses his length to affect the game. You don't have to run anything for him, and yet you can see his dominance jump off the screen because of how he plays. His game is suited for Olympic play. A lot of guys' games are not suited for Olympic play because of how they play when they are on their home team. So I'm happy that the world is catching up with America, because it's fun to see these competitive games, these heart-pounding games down the stretch. Like I said, I love Team USA. I want them to win the gold. It's fun watching them dominate, get out in the fast break, do double reverse dunks, throw the ball off the glass, dunk it. It's fun seeing that, but at the same time, I'm a basketball fan at heart. I want to see competition. And Germany has been competitive. South Sudan has been competitive. And that's what I want for USA to have. You need these competitive reps, because when the games start to matter, and they will start to matter after this game, when the games start to matter, the team needs to know not to fold. So I'm glad that the world has caught up and has been able to make these games competitive. But there is a reason why the games have been competitive, and I wonder, will people ever really acknowledge that and see what's going on right in front of them? The last thing I wanted to really talk about was LeBron James. This man is 39 years old. He turns 40 in December. He's 39 years old. He turns 40 in December. This is now back-to-back games versus South Sudan and versus Germany, that the last 4 minutes to 3 minutes stretch of the game, he completely takes over. He's getting rebounds. He's going to the cup, finishing and one, stepping through, getting layups, hitting threes, creating shots. The offense is flowing through him late in the game, and you see what LeBron is able to do when the offense flows through him. These guys are deferring to LeBron James at age 39. This is something to be commended. It's so many people out there that's always looking for something wrong with this guy, and all he does is show up and go to work. He's been doing this for 20 years. This is his third Olympics or fourth Olympics. He's been doing this for 20 years. And people aren't appreciating this, man. It was winning time on a court with Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis. He's the one that they go to. He's the one that things are going through. He's the most reliable. So many times we talk about who got a bag. Oh, he can hezzy tween. He threw a left-handed floater off the glass. Oh, he put the ball underneath his legs on the three-point line and then did a hook shot. And when the game gets into the critical moments, those guys are nowhere to be found. All that bag talk is nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, the guy that is only athleticism and brute strength is the guy that shows up when the game gets tight. When they say you need a bag the most, the guy without the bag is the one showing up. The ones with bags, the ones that can shoot from 30 to 35 feet, are nowhere to be found. The ones that got the shimmies and the mid-range jumpers, the guys that we like, those guys are nowhere to be found. Only the guy that does not have the bag that everybody loves to talk about is the one that's been the most reliable in the last two games down the stretch. I don't know. As always, man, thank you for watching. This is RedNationBlogga. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything that I missed or I didn't talk about that you guys would like for me to talk about. I try to keep these short because it's the Olympics, man. And it's an exhibition game. So, RedNationBlogga out.